Bada boom! Realest one in the goddamn room. How you doing? I am the Breakmaster, and this is Seasonal Talk, where we talk all things anime. So as we talk through all of the shows, we also have a little bit of topics and just discussions right after the whole segment is done. So stick around, stay tuned, and find out. But let's hit that intro, baby. Also, I see you, Desto, and you out here lying. You're lying to me right now. Don't be saying that to me, man. That hurt my feelings. This ain't no TED Talk. These are all goated animes. I only watch the goats, okay? Not really. I do watch some bad anime from time to time because I told you before. No booping, Anna. I told you before. When it comes to anime, you have to watch some of the bad to appreciate the good. That is what it is. But this show right here, it's greatness. This is greatness right here. You look at Vinland Saga and you see it. You see Thorfinn. You see the action. You see the man right there doing the nasty. This guy right here. The Snake versus Thorfinn fight. That's what I was talking about. It's like Snake was confused seeing this man's tactics. He was like, what is going on here? Why is this man goaded like this with the sauce? I don't know why he's so good. There's a lot with this though, with this episode. It was pain. It was pain. So that fight, it was actually really good. Like between the two, they were actually kind of starting to respect each other a little bit right here. He was asking the question, where the heck did this guy come from? Why is he a slave? This dude is too good to be a slave here. Like, man, it's cool fight. He came out with a super, yes, Desto. That is literally the thing when it comes to this episode here. You want to see that fight, but the depression was there. Like, God, this show, this is what I'm talking about. This is like peak anime right here. This is what it means to try to build up something and then it start paying off for you. Because this right here, this episode really started to pay off. All the stuff we did with Garter, all the things that we seen between Snake and Thorfinn. Question, because I think he's dead. Is Snake dead? Because like he got choked out. So the thing is, he did try to kill Garter. He was right there, and he stabbed him. Looked like right in the heart. He thought he was dead, and he was like, "All right, it's time to get this all done. What I'm supposed to do here? I'm supposed to like forgive this guy? No, he killed 5 of my subordinates. Like we are a ragtag team. Yeah, these suckers are bootleg, but they're my bootleg. I can't just let this guy go, right? But all of a sudden, he got back up somehow, choked this man out with the strength of 1,000 lions, and yeah, I don't know if he's dead though. That's the thing here. Feel better for the people that drop it because it's slow. Exactly right. That's their fault though. That's their fault. We're enjoying greatness right now. Okay, we're enjoying greatness. This steak is going to be paralyzed. Not penalized. Like, what do you mean? Paralyzed. I mean, look, if he's not dead, there is some type of brain damage that probably happened there, if I'm being honest with you. Because if you get choked out for that long and you don't die, there's going to be something that's probably going to be wrong with you at the end of the day. So that might be a fate worse than death, depending on what happened to him. That's if he's still alive, though. Because, yeah, after getting choked out, Garter and Arnhid actually had a moment when they were actually trying to leave and everything, and that whole sequence, like you get to see pretty much their backstory of Garter's backstory and everything, and just like these little flashes of everything that kind of went on with the entire life with his son. It was an amazing like sequence that they actually did here. Apparently, the creator wanted to actually have his backstory be displayed more, because this is just like something they kind of rushed through to get all together to condense it. But there was more to him that he wanted to do for Garter, but unfortunately during runtime he was not able to do so. But I think ultimately we get the point. We understand what we're going for, and I think it hit home. Because at the end of this man passed. They're in trouble. They got caught, obviously. Like the people found the crate and everything. They found them there. Thorfinn and them got caught too. So punishment time is about to happen. I'm scared. But the thing is, we saw the next episode preview. Old man is there. The guy that was looking for Thorfinn, he's there. I don't know how they're gonna try to like rectify this. Like if Snake's actually dead for one, like they ain't saving this, bro. They ain't. Like come on now. Oh yeah, I do stream here. I stream YouTube and Twitch. I'm out here everywhere. But welcome in. So man, it's a whole life story with no words. That's why Vinland was exactly right. You didn't really have to do all that. Sometimes visualization, which is why this is a visual media, you go through it and you can see what they're trying to do. And I think again, ultimately at the end of the day, this was hit outside of the park, like out of the park into unit freaking Stratus first. Like this is some good stuff. And I really felt that at the end for them. I'm just concerned about what their punishment is even going to be, if they even can get punished. Because like I told you before, there's still a looming threat when it comes to Canute coming through. Canute will be there. And it's going to cause like havoc. Thorfinn still got the juice. He still got the sauce, as we just saw here. He don't have his weapons. If he has weapons, he probably would have been able to beat Snake. But he didn't have his weapons. So I'm just saying, like, the dude still has sauce. He's still sauced up, baby. He's still sauced up, and he's still ready to go. Overall, I give this episode of Vinland Saga a 9 out of 10. Like this is easy for me. This is a 9 out of 10 episode. This was great, and it's only gonna get better from here on. At this point now, if you're not watching Vinland Saga, I'm sorry. You should have kept with it. You should have been watching it. You should be watching Funimation. Okay, watch this goddamn show. Vinland Saga is great. All right, Vinland Saga is great. Yeah, 10 out of 10. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. I just said, like, I would want a little more of the backstory with them. That's like the only reason why I'm like, maybe I won't give it like a 10 out of 10. Just 10 out of 10 is really high. You're saying it's perfection. Look, 9 out of 10 is pretty good too, though. We knew this character for a few episodes, and I feel like I know him completely. Exactly, right? That's a good way of how you were able to actually develop this character, though. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. As a writer, that's how you know you did good. When you have the fandom actually feel for this character. And I feel you on that though. I feel you on that, Dust though. With that said though, what we all rated, let's go ahead and go into the next anime, which is Mashle. Also, Changeman. Just so you know, this is Seasonal Talk. We talk about all things anime, and these are all the shows I'm currently watching right now. So we're gonna go down the whole list, and then we're gonna talk about this other anime discussion and other anime news that are, that comes up that we can talk about. If there's any news that you all ran into, by the way, please, you all can tell me, and then we can start discussing that as well after we get done with this section here. But Mashle though, another good episode, solid, like 8 out of 10. Easy. Like I already said that right now. This show is just really good. It's very solid. It's actually one of those sleeper shows that people are not talking about. Mashle needs to be talked about more. This show's actually just really good. It has a good blend of comedic action into it. It's doing its thing. Mash is actually a great character. I like who he is as a person. And so with this episode here, this one actually deals with a new character. Let me make sure I actually have his name. His name is Lance. This dude right here has his own ambitions when it comes to trying to save his sister, basically. He's also a mage with 2 lines on his face, which means that is a rare occurrence, apparently, in this world. If they have 2 lines on their face, that means their magic is OP. You got to watch out for these type of people right here. They are on a different level. But when it comes to Mash, it don't matter, because this man got the physical prowess of a god, basically, right? This dude is saying he has muscle magic, and Lance is like, is he like enhancing himself? Nah, bro, that's just him. So they had this whole altercation, basically. He was trying to like get Mash to like lose. Like, he don't want him to be here, right? He thinks he's a slacker and everything, but he found out real quick that's not the case here. And they might actually become friends at the end of the day, which is nice. But his friends, Mash's friends got trapped in a little bottle. Lance was about to drop it down, like through this freaking like mountainous region. Like it's about to fall down real far, right? They're gonna die. But Mash, knowing him and how fast he is, he's pretty much teleported. He was in one spot to the other. He got the bottle and just like stopped the whole battle altogether. In the end, he ended up actually getting a silver coin for this whole altercation that happened here. So he's only getting closer to becoming the #1 mage here in the goddamn school, so that he can start making the actual real change. So, like I said, this was a good episode. I enjoyed the back and forth with these 2. Lance is like, goddamn, he has a sister complex. So, like I said, there's a lot of funny moments within the show in general, outside of some of just the cool action that is actually here. This is something to watch if you're not watching the show. Just saying. From post in Discord. Oh, really? Oh, hey, that thing actually did something. It actually worked. I may not be familiar with 90% of the anime, but I might get into watching some in the future. Hey, you should. Anime's good. Mashle is one of those ones where I think, like, weirdly enough, so far I can say that if you've like watched like Harry Potter or you're into just like magical abilities and stuff like that, this show might be a good starter show for people. Like the way the show is like shaping up right now, this can be a show for people that haven't really gotten to anime that can actually probably get into it. It has, anime tropes in it, but at the same time, it's not like those weird ones that are like, in there that's like, oh, these guys are freaking like weird. Like, why are you watching this stuff? Like, MASH is good. MASH is good. 8 out of 10 episode here. What do y'all rate it? Let's go ahead and move on to the next show. Demon Slayer. Okay. Didn't get a chance to watch this. Have to mute for the section. Oh, it's all good. That's we're now in Demon Slayer mode. Did you watch Demon Slayer? Okay. All right. How many episodes are in right now? I think it's like 4 or 5 right now, right? Like 4, I believe. Okay. It's not like I'm not enjoying this, but I think I was being a little too nice with my rating last week because I think part of the problem I'm having right now is the animation is really starting to actually bother me. Yeah, stuff is finally picking up, thankfully, right? But like the animation is actually starting to bother me, and that's weird for me to say. And I think this is just going to be a running trend the rest of this like arc, honestly. I don't know who the animators are. I wonder if they got a different team on it or something. Because, again, when it comes to this freaking fish, I was hoping it'd be dead, right? I was hoping it'd be dead. I thought Tokito was going to take it out and just call it a day, right? I was hoping that was going to be the case here because that thing looks disgusting on the screen. It does not blend. It's very obvious that thing's CG. So I was like, please, let's get it out of here. Call it a day. Nope. This guy has a whole family, and he's going after a goddamn village. So Tokito now, instead of going to go help Tanjiro and company, he's going to go over there to go save that village, which is understandably so. You should definitely try to save as many people you possibly can. But I don't want to see that fish anymore. That thing looks disgusting. It just does not look good. That thing does not look good. For some reason, this CG here and that pot sucker, the freaking upper rank dude with the pot, that guy looks weird too with the CG. It's like it doesn't blend at all. I don't know what's going on, but it's taking me out of it a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, and this is weird for me to say, given that Unfoundable is one of the GOATs, one of the best studios when it comes to actually blending 2D and CG together. You know what I mean? They're the ones that always have this and it's always consistent. This is the first time I've actually seen them have it this bad, in my honest opinion. That's what's really throwing me off a little bit with here. The fight itself is not bad, but at the same time, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. I don't know why you sniffing. What you doing? But it's kind of crazy that Tanjiro is the one right now. Like this dude, I know he got training and everything, and I think I have to like come to terms that he's gotten much stronger than before. Like much stronger, especially after that whole little like mini training arc he had real quick. So maybe that got him to the point where he's just this kind of good. But he's holding his own against upper rank demon. Like literally, no one else really doing anything. Like the other guy, he's getting his butt manhandled. That dude ain't doing nothing, bro. He got a Glock. This sucker got a Glock, but that's all he got. Like, hey Andy, welcome in. You made it in the time. I'm talking about Demon Slayer right now, actually. Yeah, Genya is a goddamn monster. So we already have hints about Genya's and his ability, right? Or like I'm under the impression it's more or less like some type of regenerative ability because we saw episode before he had a tooth that came out, right? Threw that tooth away and everything. Tanjiro still held on to it. Tanjiro noticed, hey, what happened to your I thought you missed the tooth. He's like, no, I didn't. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, no, it's like right here. I have it in my hand. Like, you lost your tooth. Like, what's going on here? I wanted to give it back to you. And he's like, what's wrong with you? like Tanjiro, his character, I really like Tanjiro as a character. He's a good guy. He's just a good guy. Don't sleep on this arc. Ending is crazy. I hope so. I'm not sleeping on this arc. I want to enjoy it, but I'm just telling you, like right now, the CG is really taking me out of it right now. That's not looking good. That's like the main problem right now. Got that? Yeah, exactly, Alan. Getting you sus. He's very sus though. Like I said, he has some type of regenerative ability. He's usually doing some kind of like incantation, right? There's some chanting that he's doing, and then it's allowing him to still keep going. right? But like my thing is, here's the thing. The reason why I'm kind of having a problem with some of this, even with the fight itself, even the demon, like the main demon, the one that's like angry, because all of them have some type of like emotion, right? One is joy, one is anger, yada yada yada. The one that's angry is I understand him the most, honestly. That demon right there, he's telling all the other bodies, like, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all losing? Like, what is going on here? Like, we're supposed to be upper rank. Just take these suckers out. Like, why are we taking so long to kill these guys? Like, I don't understand what's happening here. And I'm like, you know what? You're making a freaking fair point. Why are you struggling? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe Tanjiro, I get it, because Tanjiro he's actually the only one for real keeping up with all this. You know? Keeping up with all this. Like, no spoilers, otherwise you're gonna have a problem. But like I said, this is just how I feel currently, what I'm seeing, because I'm anime only, and I'm watching this right now, and I'm just like, I need to see more from Genya, for one, because all he's doing is taking damage. He's a tank, yes, but he ain't doing nothing really. You know, he's still not learning that, hey, taking off the head is actually not a good thing. Granted, we did learn that the more times you split them up, the weaker technically they get, and there's only so many bodies that the thing has as well. So Tanjiro figured that out as well. Tanjiro also figured out if you like slash the tongue, they become more immobilized over time with that battle. That's the thing as well. Tanjiro's literally the only one really figuring anything out. Like, if it wasn't for him, everybody be dead right now. Like, he's the one literally holding this whole thing together right now, and it's impressive. But at the same time, like I said, the problem with it is that he's getting development when it comes to his strength so fast that I have to readjust myself to understand that he's just getting to that point anyways. The show is on the quicker end when it comes to the strength and the disparity between the two. It's not even that much greater than what we're seeing here. So, but again, you guys are supposed to be upper ranks, and they're having problems here. They ain't keeping up. In this episode, though, we have Mitsuri coming through, so she is coming to help. So that should actually alleviate a lot of this. I look forward to seeing what she can actually do. You know, Hashira, she's supposed to be super strong, right? I want to see what she actually can do, what she can do and hold her own when it comes to these battles here, and what she might find out on how to actually defeat this guy. Everyone has some type of weakness, right? Like I already said before from last week, that the pot guy more than likely has, like, if you cut his pot, he's done. I think that was a hint, actually, within this episode with the fish, because he has a pot on his back, and he cut that, and then he actually started dying. So I think that's on the same level what we're gonna see with the other upper rank that's not fighting currently at the moment. Because I did mess up in last week and was like mixing up the people, but I digress. I digress. And wait until Sunday. So you out here, you extra hype about this for this episode right now. Okay, I'm getting spoiled on purpose. Well, see, there it is. I mean, hey, you should still watch it though. May is feeling slow. Just a little bit. Nezuko was a pretty badass this episode. Yeah, she was doing a little bit. You know. I wish she could do more. Like, technically speaking, from what I've been seeing, she actually is very powerful. I would like to see more from her as well. So again, we have things to really grab onto. But right now, I'm gonna be on the more reserved end and just give it a weight. This is why I'm gonna give this a clean just 7 out of 10. It's a very decent episode. I need to see where we're gonna be going with some of this and how this fight actually pans out. Because like I said, again, it's not just the fight, but it's the CG's also throwing me off. And it seems like this whole arc is gonna have a problem with the CG blending in the 2D, and it's really bothering me. I'll be honest with y'all. All right. No day feels slow for me. I only keep track when I buy food and sort out my expired foods, which is, I mean, look, it may be slow. Like, it may be slow for me watching the shows for me, maybe, but like, no, time is moving kind of quick for me, honestly, too. I feel that. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with CG. That's like the main like problem I'm having right now, is bothering me, and it's like it's annoying to even talk about, given the fact that, again, this is unfathomable. These suckers out here are the GOATs when it comes to actually blending the 2D and the CG together. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if they have like a different like subgroup doing this season or what. It's odd. Maybe that's what I'm wondering. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's something going on. I don't know. I need to actually look up some information to see what's happening here, because I'm actually curious what's going on with it. But they have unlimited budget work. What you mean? They have unlimited budget, man. What you talking about? With that said, though, what would y'all rate this week's episode? Please tell me in the comment section below. I am curious. This is how I feel about the show right now. But I'm pretty sure it's going to get better. We'll go ahead and go on to the next show, which is Oshi no Ko. I'm liking this show, and the twist at the end is gonna be very funny to watch. Okay, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this freaking twist. This is about to be hilarious. um, I give this one a solid. I give this one a solid 8 out of 10. It's a solid episode this week. We see Ruby. Apparently, she don't have like nothing, right? She has nothing to really show for when it comes to like her acting ability or being an idol or anything, because she hasn't gotten anything yet. She hasn't had a role yet to be noticed, because in the school that they're in and where she's at the moment, there's all these people that she's around, and they've all been like some type of model, some actor, something along those lines. And so one of the more famous people that are actually there, actually, do I have the name over here on this list? I do not actually. I do not have her, but she has like these like green eyes, and she's quite popular. Everybody's like really fawning over her. She doesn't recognize her, obviously, because she don't have nothing, but she actually recognized Aqua, because Aqua just was in a show a second ago here. And crazy enough, which I really liked about this, is the fact that it just kind of shows like how you adapt stuff. The last episode was actually adapted perfectly from the manga, and so the manga herself looked at it and actually started crying. Like, she felt like, yeah, there it is, finally. Finally, my work was finally done correctly. I mean, it was struggling the whole time, but we brought this guy in. Freaking Aqua made the other actor act his butt off because he made him angry. Like, all of it started to culminate and work together, and then they had this episode. It blew up a little bit. People were talking about it online. All the hardcore fans are like, yes, this is it. Ah! Like, we all feel like this. We all feel this way. If you're a manga reader and then you go into an anime and they adapted it like perfectly, you already know it's from freaking good stuff. You know the feeling, okay? You know the feeling. So I actually related to that so heavily right there. I love that. So he did the thing, and Kana was happy as heck to be able to do this. Like finally, we actually got a good episode. It was finally good. Come to find out, though, after all this, when it comes to Aqua's side of things, he did do the DNA test, found that guy is not related to him, but he's still going to try to utilize him to some degree, because he knows a lot about his mom. So he's like, okay, what's going on here, right? What this guy wants him to do, though, and this is the end of the episode, what this guy wants him to do is go on a dating show. He said, you have a handsome face. I think you'll be good in a dating show. So he's gonna He's gonna dive deeper into that. That's gonna be interesting to see. Also, considering that Kana, I think is starting to like this guy. You know what I mean? Like there might be something going on here. You know, they're about to start going in. So we have that happening. Also, Kana is gonna be recommended to actually join them for the whole idol thing, because they're trying to make a group right now so Ruby can get some experience and all that. And so Kana might be the one actually pulling up for the studio to work with freaking Ruby. This is about to be interesting. This is all about to be interesting. It's about to be interesting stuff. Not to mention that Kana will be able to get closer to Aqua, which I'm pretty sure she's going to say yes to this whole thing. So, look, this is all about to be something. This is all about to be. It's all getting set up. I'm already hyped. Like, bro, it's about to get messy. I see it happening. A little commentary on manga adaptation, especially since, Casa the writer had it happen to him. See? Look at that. Boom. That's why he's like, I know exactly how this feels, so I'm gonna put it in my show. This reminds me of like Bakuman, the manga anime, because that's like that gave you a lot of insight on how a manga is created when it comes to the editors and how the process works. That show did a really good job at actually highlighting a lot of that, and also the trials and tribulations that mangakas actually go through on a day-to-day basis. This is why I really like that show to begin with. So seeing that this show's kind of doing on the same front, but showing when it comes to like actors and it comes to idols, because it goes hand in hand at the end of the day. I like what we're seeing here. I love the insight that actually happens when you're watching a show like this. So again, this is some good stuff. I'm liking it. It's like Kaguya-sama live action. Speaking of that, Desto, later on, I got something to talk to you about actually when it comes to Kaguya. I'll just say this. I watched a little bit. Overall, though, again, this is an 8 out of 10 episode here. I know next week is going to be something. I'm looking forward to the mess that's about to happen. This is looking good. The first episode took all the budget. I mean, honestly, Andy, like they did all the little spinneroony things and stuff. Like they used all their animation for that. I see. Yeah, that's what happened here. Okay, that's 7. Okay, so we're on the same page. This is 8. But let's go ahead and move on to the next episode or show. I mean, I keep doing that. Don't think he was a fan. Oh, look. We gonna see. All right. heavily delusions. I actually had to go back real quick and like refresh my memory on this because I forgot a little bit what happened with this show because this is a lot happening. There's a lot going on with this series here, and man, like this is one of those ones where you definitely have to wait and see, right? Because they're building so much mystery and so much lore behind this entire show right now. So when everything starts to actually come out, it's about to be messy. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy. Not knowing what the hell happened in Heavily Delusions. We can only theorize on some stuff here because, like, the main thing I want to talk about is actually at the end of the episode. Because, well, what's her name? Tokyo. That girl, that friend she had did die. Like, I won't say finally. Like, I wouldn't say that, but it's like, he held on as long as he could. Okay, but he finally ended up passing. They cremated him, and once they cremated him, for some reason, there was like an egg or something inside him, apparently, like that. So my thing is, what's confusing me, I thought they had this disease happen before, but I think that what they were explaining before is actually someone when it comes to like death, it's like this is the second death now I'm thinking about it, right? Because the first death was actually a suicide that happened here. So they don't like when their children die and everything. Obviously, they're trying to do everything they can to try to mitigate these type of issues at this point. So I thought that they didn't like care like that, but they kind of do. They do kind of care. I don't know what the adults are trying to do exactly. Obviously, there's something going on with this compound, right? I just don't know what is actually going on. And when it comes to how they really act, like how they really feel about these children, because they obviously test subjects, right? They're all tested on to some degree. I like to think so because everybody has some type of base ability. Everybody does. Like Tokyo has ability to be invisible. I don't know how she doesn't know about it. But obviously, again, someone actually saw that footprint when they went to that area for those babies. That footprint was there. And a guy did notice that and like, where did that come from? So he started trying to like investigate a little bit. I didn't realize that everybody's wearing boots. So actually trying to figure out who it was is kind of impossible. So they didn't practice social distancing. That's a please. Granted, they really didn't though. But they said the disease isn't actually something that can get passed on like that. So I don't know. Like this disease is really odd to begin with. Outside of that, on the other end, when it comes to this, we obviously have Maru and Kiriko. Apparently, see, Kiriko initially dropped like denied Maru's advances, but with this episode here, Kiriko starts to realize just how much she actually cares about Maru, because Maru supposed to stay in a certain area, right? While she go and investigate and try to get more information, obviously, right? When she came back, Maru was like somewhere else, and she started panicking, like, "Oh my God, where does it go?" Like, oh, like she's starting to realize how much she's actually starting to care about Maru, and then realizing also like she's trying to detach herself from him, given that once the mission is done, they're not going to be around each other anymore. So he's not trying to have those kind of feelings, right? But it's happening though. Yeah, I was about to bring that up. It was bad. So there was a moment in here. They do, Kiriko does run into Maru finally, right? And Maru's like, no. I was just in another room. I was trying to find some stuff. And then there was a porn magazine, right? Basically, right there, right? This dude was beating his meat, all right? And what was really awkward about the whole thing, because Kiriko's like upset and like, feeling some type of way. So he wasn't fully done there, and he pulled the pants back up and everything. So there's a hug that happened, and she was getting poked. I was like, God dang it. All I know is this is an interesting type of relationship that's actually kind of happening right now. It does make me wonder, because again, this is a man's mind inside a woman's body and everything like that, but you can still develop feelings like this. It's like it is what it is. This is what life is, and if you're around somebody long enough, that's what happens, right? Look. I'm just saying that he was literally doing that. Okay, he was literally doing that. I was like, God dang it, bro. But I like the developing relationship that they do have here. I just feel like Kiriko needs to kind of come to a conclusion that, there's feelings that are there. Don't necessarily dismiss that, Like, the guy does like you, and at the end of the day, why does it mean you guys have to leave once the mission is done? I know they got a mission that they got to do, but look, I'm just saying. But the mysteries are still heavy in this, and we still don't know. It's only adding more to all of this, and when it comes to these monsters, I want to know information. So I'm invested in the show. This is a good show. This is also another like solid 8 out of 10. This was actually a pretty good episode, all things considered. I do enjoy this show right now. This is good. So this might be something y'all probably didn't want to watch. If you want to watch a show that is more on the mystery end, you might like this. Granted, one thing I can say, and this is weird, I don't always promote this, but this might be a show better potentially to watch, like binge watching maybe, because so you don't have to worry about going week to week, not knowing what's going on maybe, right? But that's how I feel. What would y'all rate this? Down in the comment section below, but let's go on to the next show, which is Hell's Paradise. All right, so not that I don't like this show, like I said, like I want to throw it out here right now, all right? Hell's Paradise is a solid show. Before I start even talking about this, though, there was like a little thing I ran into on Twitter with Crunchyroll. It's the way they're promoting this. They have this thing that said, this is going to be the best anime of the year. First off, we're not even done with the year, right? Like, there's still other anime that's coming out that can like easily like sweep this show, okay? So I'm like, you kind of jumping the gun right there all together. It's only 5 episodes in, guys, right? Only 5 episodes in. I mean, there are people who join it. I mean, I'm not saying you can't enjoy the show, but like, let's say this is the best anime of the year already. We're not even the halfway point yet. Like, we need to calm down there, buddy. We need to calm down. Starting like the pacing of this adaptation. Is that what it is? There's something about this show. I'm being honest with y'all. Like, there's something about this that's not clicking necessarily for me right now. Maybe it is the pacing, because this was a slower episode, I felt like. I will say that much. This one more or less actually deal with more sexism. Unfortunately, this dealt with sexism because he got this freaking Ashimon son of a gun. He's stuck in his old ways. He was telling freaking Sagiri, hey, a woman shouldn't be on the battlefield. A woman shouldn't do this. You need to have Eric children. Why are you even trying to fight? It's time to go home. Go away. Granted, you can't even do that because we've even seen this episode here because you have another Ashimon and character relationships kind of going on with one of the criminals. Granted, that kid wasn't even really a criminal. Like, he's part of a clan and everything. The whole clan got killed. They just put the blame on him, and he was trying to kill, like, not even kill him, kill her. I'm dropping the ball because we find out later in the episode that's actually a female, right? And he's in the freaking Austin was like, oh my god, he was flipping out, right? He said, put your clothes on. He said, why are you even flipping out about that? But they had this whole altercation trying to actually leave the island. And he saw, I don't know why this Ashimon thought that he's gonna try to like put in a good word for this child, right? Put in a good word for this child, thinking that that's gonna like pardon her. Or so, I don't know what the heck he was thinking. Like, I know he don't have the biggest of brains, but like, this guy was out here freaking capping. There ain't no way you're gonna say, like, you stop it. Granted, they couldn't even get out of the island because they ran into this barren boat wasteland, seeing all of the destroyed boats that have happened to try to leave the island. Apparently, all of the currents lead to the island, so trying to leave it is almost nearly impossible. There is an area where you probably could, but they gotta find that first, like One Piece. You know what I mean? So it's like trying to touch the red line. That's what you gotta do. So I did like their like connection and those characters. That was nice. But the other part of the episode, again, that was Sagiri and the whole sexism. And what's funny about it, that man got insta karma. He sucker got insta karma. She got the resolve because of Gabimaru. Got the resolve to be like, you know what? No, I want to be here. I want to do this. Like, this is what I gotta do. And I'm not gonna just stop because I'm a freaking female. And I'm like, thank you, Sagiri, because you're the freaking GOAT. You better start showing off what you can really do. All right? That's what I'm freaking talking about. But again, that guy got insta karma because he's like, you know what? You're not listening. Then he started attacking her. He started attacking her at like towards the end of this episode. I was like, Sucker, what are you doing? Like, are you that upset that the girl want to stay here? Like, get the heck out of here, bro. That's why I was happy. Oh, I want to say I was happy. No, I was happy that this sucker got freaking body, bro. He got freaking Ichigo. He got freaking what was it? Bleached. He got a big old hole in his freaking stomach. Like, sucker, that's what you get. That's what you get. You a goddamn fool. Goddamn being sexist out here just for no goddamn reason. Like, come on now. God. Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry. Go back to the kitchen. I was like, what is this? Let's get out of here. just a bit, honestly. Like that is what it is. Like, a lot of shows when they have sexism, this is what it is. It'd be telling like, hey, you don't need to be doing this. Like, this is not your job. Go sit down. I'm like, that's what that guy got. Now he's not here no more. But we have another problem because got one more of those monsters that are here. So I look forward. I'm hoping Sagiri can get her moment here. I'm hoping Sagiri gets her moment here to showcase that she is deserving to be here. She is just as good as anybody else when it comes to Yasha moments. Like, I want to see her actually go in. So, like, again, I do like what I'm seeing with the show overall. It's not bad. I am invested in Sagiri's character. I'm okay with Gabimaru, but he's the main character, and that's the problem I'm having right now. I like some of the side characters, but I need to see more of them before I actually make that kind of assessment. But again, we're 5 episodes in, and I just feel like we haven't really solidified this show as like, yeah, this is the one we need to watch. The show's okay. The show's okay. Like, all things considered. I'll give this like, because again, it's like, I do feel like the pacing's like, it's interesting. I'm gonna give this like a 7.5. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. That's what I'm gonna do. Side characters make the show. Is that what it is? Because like Gabimaru is just not doing it for me. Because that's like the main problem I'm kind of having right now. Because again, he's the main character, and like you like still like him to some degree. Like Mashle's the main character, right? Love that guy. I love that. Tanjiro, I love that guy, right? Gabimaru, ooh, I don't know, buddy. All right, but that's how I'm gonna give it a 7.5. It's not bad, but like I want to see where this is actually gonna go. Like if this is gonna get any better, and I'm hoping it is. I'm hoping it is. You say, see, you will get better. All right. I'm gonna believe in you, Desto. I'm believing you. With that said, what would you rate this week's episode? Leave in the comment section below and let us continue on, because we still got more to talk about. And that is Yamada to level 99. So I can easily sum up this episode for the most part. And I believe this is the last one. Yes, it is. So this one obviously deals with the whole altercation of happened last week when it comes to Rui and Akane. Obviously, Akane got stood up, but not in the way we thought was going to happen, because what she ended up doing, which is very terrible. Like, that was actually very trash on Runa's part. Runa ended up like getting this other person from online that's kind of a friend. Like, she knows this person, right? And this friend of hers is a big, massive fan of Ruri, right? Like, he was just like a stalker-ish type person. It was bad. He wouldn't listen to Akane to any degree. That she is not Ruri. That's not the character she plays, but he just kept talking over and over again. There was a moment within the episode where she's like, I don't know how to feel about this. So she tried to go to the bathroom, and, you know, she's trying to like reevaluate herself, trying to like, you know, get her mind right? Sucker goes into the girl's bathroom, knocks on the goddamn freaking stall that she's in. It's like, bro, what are you doing? What? And then this guy's excuse is like, oh, I just wanted to give her some medicine because I thought her stomach was messed up. That's because she was in the bathroom for a while. So I want to make sure she's okay. I'm like, you don't go into the girl's bathroom. No, what do you do? Like, this guy right here, that dude was a goddamn menace. That was scary. Knowing all this, though, again, Yamada knew what Runa did. And so the whole team, the whole ragtag team came together and was going to try to go save Akane. Takezo was flipping the freak out. He was the one that has the car and was able to drive them there in the first place. And he's like, you better leave her alone. Don't touch her. Don't do it. But needless to say, they were able to make up Runa and Akane. Runa finally was like, I'm sorry. I should have done what I did. I was a goon. I'm sorry. And Akane just, you know, she's a very understanding person. She has, honestly, very Toru Honda-esque type energy. That's kind of the energy and type of character I think she kind of is. She reminds me really, really like a lot of Toru Honda, and I like Toru Honda. So I was like, okay, I like that. All right, I like that. She has confidence that she can make friends when it comes to females. You know, she knows what she's doing when it comes to that. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, what's going on here? So it all got resolved. It was all a nice little moment right there, and it was beautiful. All right, this episode was getting real. Really, it was though. Like I said, that guy was kind of a problem. I'm glad they kicked him out at the end of the day. It was even funny because even at the end of the episode, like after the end credits, they had a little slide thing at the end. That's like still came back. I was like, bro, like, go away. No one wants you here. Like, just stop. I hope I don't see that guy again. That dude was a creep. That dude was a goddamn creep. Solid episode though. I enjoyed this. I'm gonna give this one like a solid 8. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. Yeah. I'm gonna give it an 8. I like this. This show's good. It's just a solid show. It has its moments. The characters are freaking nice. I can't really complain so far when it comes to the series right now. It's just shaping up to be a nice like running show. that I feel like people should watch. If you like romance, you might like this. You're gonna be up in here. You're gonna be up in here. You're gonna have your feelings touched. Okay, you're gonna have your feelings touched. What would y'all give this episode of Yamada to level 99? Please comment below and tell me. With that said, I believe that is the end of the slideshow. Yep, it is. So we gotta ask ourselves this question. It comes to this segment here. What is the anime of the week for you guys? What is anime of the week for you guys? When it comes to animes that I be talked here, if there's an anime that I haven't talked about that you think deserves anime of the week, please tell me what you guys think. I'm curious of what you would actually rate. What would be the show for you? For me though, look. Come on now. Vinland Saga was the GOAT. It was the GOAT. What you talking about? All right. And don't be guessing me. Don't try to figure me out. All right. Look, Vinland Saga was freaking great this week. Okay. It was all about the emotions. You had a great fight scene on top of all the emotions. Like, come on now. If this didn't win, I'd be capping. I would have to remove my anime card after that. Okay. There's no way this would have lost. Okay. Come on now. Yeah. Come on. Look. It's peak Vinland Saga right now. Like, come on. What was I supposed to do? It won last week and it won this week as well because it's deserving. This is what I was talking about before. It built up a lot. So because Vinland Saga did not win that much last season. It didn't win them. It only won like twice. I think this week, when it comes to this season here, it's probably going to win a lot. I'm not going to lie. We developed a bunch of stuff and now everything's starting to pay off. And this is what the result is. It gets the dub every single time. I'm just saying. I'm not even just saying. I'm what I'm trying to say. It gets the job done for me. All right. Vinland sweeps, baby. Vinland sweeps. All right. Now we're on to the segment of what we're going to be talking about this week. But this is more of a casual conversation. So there's like stuff you want to bring up. We can actually talk about that real quick. But one thing I actually want to bring up for myself is like all the other animes I'm actually watching. Yes, I'm still watching more other animes. Like, you guys give me recommendations, right? So I do try to take the time to watch some of your recommendations when I can. Yes, 2 weeks in a row, though. It did it. All right? It did it. So, obviously, if you guys know, I'm watching Bugo Stray Dogs. I'm almost done with season 1. And I just got to say this. I don't know why this show is hyped up the way it is. I am very confused on this. And I'm going to say this with the other show as well. It's not that the show's bad. Don't get me wrong. The show's actually not. It's a pretty solid show. But like, I hear that the show's like one of the GOATs. Maybe season 1 isn't the season that really makes it like GOAT status. Maybe. I'm not done with it yet, so I can't say whether or not that's what's going on here. But I want to know what it is exactly that makes the show like great. So I guess I am looking at a lens with the fandom, which maybe I shouldn't do, because I need to make sure that I'm actually making sure that I'm not like allowing that to influence my opinion on it, right? But I do say that the it's a solid show at the end of the day, so I don't dislike it. But it's between that and then I'm also watching Kaguya-sama. I got through season 1. of Kaguya-sama. So here's the thing. And I want to deep dive on this one specifically because I did watch this very recently. Episode 1, I was sitting here like, I see why people like it. Episode 1 was really freaking good. Episode 1 was really good. I was like, okay, this is what I was talking about. I like how we got this whole thing set up when it comes to these characters and how they are and how the relationship kind of is. Like, they both like each other, but they're not really going to try to showcase that. Obviously, that's why it's called Love is War. I see now why it's called that now. And yeah, like the hilarity behind it with how they're trying to get one another to pretty much confess or to give in. Someone has to be the sub in the relationship. That's basically what this is. Someone's dominating and someone's the sub, all right? You're going to have to sit there and you're going to get dominated, all right? You call me Bobby Lashley. That's what this is. And so they're kind of trying to go back and forth. They're trying to make that role happen. And I do like those moments. And like, this show's actually genuinely funny. Like, at least for me, like when it comes to comedy and anime doesn't always hit. But when it does, it hits for me like really well. Like the comedy in here is A1 stuff. I really like the comedy in the show. And I'm just saying. They both want to be dominant, and that's the problem. Exactly, they both want to be dominant. Yeah, they want to be dominant, but they can't. One of them has to submit. Someone has to tap out. All right, someone's gonna get the ankle lock. They have to happen. All right, it has to happen. But here's the thing: as much as I like the first couple of episodes, as I continue watching it, I started realizing a pattern with this, and then with that pattern came the end of the end of the show, like the end of this the season here, right? I really did not like that last episode of season 1. I'm gonna be honest with you. That last episode really bothered me because like the thing when it came to Kaguya's father, him kind of just like all of a sudden really starting to care and like getting her to go to the goddamn mansion and all this other stuff. Like there's this like subplot that randomly happened. Like there was no lead up or build up to this at all because he was a father that was absent. He never cared and did anything, right? So it was kind of odd all of a sudden. Like it just came out of nowhere. Like that was the first time we even like remotely seen him. I get what they're doing because obviously again he was not supposed to be like he's a very absent father and everything, but it's still kind of just odd that we had this subplot randomly come in all of a sudden. You know what I mean? There was literally no lead up here. So I didn't like necessarily that subplot like that happened there. The way the relationship kind of like came together, because the thing is they don't like I'm sorry. Listen. Let me finish. You're gonna see why I don't necessarily like it. Because unfortunately, when it comes to Kaguya and this like whole thing they got going on, it got reverted back to square one. Like that's the problem. You know what I mean? It got reverted back to square one. Like we didn't really do anything ultimately within season 1, and it's just like the fact that we have 3 seasons. I'm like, oh my god! So we're doing this. We're doing a show like Nezuko. We're doing a show where we're just constantly pushing this narrative that this plot doesn't need multiple seasons. That's the first thing I want to say. This plot doesn't need multiple seasons. So I'm not understanding why we haven't to pretty much stretch this out, because even some of the banter and stuff that they were doing started to become a bit much, kind of ridiculous. Because some of the stuff was actually just kind of dumb on some fronts, both on Kaguya and the president. You know what I mean? Both on their fronts when it comes to it. You know what I mean? But there was moments where they showcased, there is a connection there. I did like that. It's like I like the characters. The cast is not the strongest per se, but I do like them for the most part. It's just like I said. It's just the problem I had with Ultimate Season 1 is that we kind of reverted back to square one. So they're gonna be still playing these games, and I don't know if I want to continue it, knowing that I know season 2 because of season 3, because of the 3rd season, we're not gonna actually have an actual strong moment, right? Like I wish they at least held hands or something, right? Like they could have gave us something for season 1, but they didn't really give us anything. Like they didn't really do anything like that. That's where my issue came in with it. This is the prime example of will they, won't they? And exactly, right? Exactly. She asked her his permission. He finally told her no. So that's probably why he said yes up to that point. Like I said, I still feel like they could have done a bit more with that, because I've seen shows that have this exact plot. I've seen a show that has exactly this plot, actually. so it's like, if you're going to throw this plot line in here, typically when I see this stuff, they have a little bit more lead up to it, but they didn't have any lead up into it. It's like the show didn't really give you that vibe if they're going to do something on a serious note like that. You know what I mean? It just kind of came out of nowhere for me. That's where it kind of struck me a little bit. So I was like, what was going on there? The film dragging them out is annoying, but the side characters get romantic problems too. I think that's something that really adds to the whole show, which it should. If they didn't do that, then that's when the show really starts to falter. It doesn't make no sense. Like, look, I watched freaking Toradora. Like, that was a recommendation from Andy, and I didn't expect this show to be anything, right? I heard the show was good, and I was like, okay, I had expectation that it might be just a decent show. This thing blew me out of the water, though. That show was amazing. That show showcased what a relationship type show should be, basically, right? And that's what I'm trying to say. It's just like with this show is heavily hyped. So I know part of it maybe is like that bias that's coming in here that I was expecting it to be more. And like I said, I do see why people like it. Don't get me wrong. I see why people like it. I like it myself. But at the same time, I don't like watching shows that drag on relationships like this. I can't do it anymore. After going through the whole Nezuko situation, there's one other show I watched, and then there's Rent a Girlfriend as well. When I was watching all those, I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. I can't, it's like, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like when a show just keeps dragging relationships on. I I seen it to be done. Because like Demokoi Gashi Tai is another one that also kind of dragged on relationships. Granted, at least that one gave us like at least a decent conclusion when that one ended. And that's what I was talking about, kind of. Well, no, that's not true. No, that's not true. I'm lying to you. The movie gave us the conclusion that we're looking for. The anime did not do that. They're about to do something. You know they like each other, but then some sucker came through and kind of like got in the way of that moment. So it kind of messed up the moment. But at least you know for a fact that they're gonna be with each other at that point. At least for season 1. You know what I mean? So it's just like I've seen too many shows like this at this point that I don't want to just sit here and go through these goddamn trials and tribulations and get annoyed that they're not making the moves. Because I started to get a little annoyed towards the end, just how ridiculous they're becoming with some of this. Love is war thing. Yeah, exactly. Also, just saying the reason people like this show is because of season 2 and 3. Really now? Really now? Interesting. Never saw season 2 and I saw season 3 and I love season 3 better than 1. Ishigami is the best boy. Oh Lord. Fujiwara is the best. I love her. Oh my God. Fujiwara's not bad. Fujiwara's been more of like a gag character, but if she has more development within season 2, then hey, look, what y'all basically telling me right now is let it cook. You're telling me let it cook then. You're telling me I should just watch season 2 then. That's what you're telling me right now. Does it have a conclusion? And the movie is a masterpiece? See, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Gotta drag it off for the angst. Look, I'm too old for the angst, all right? I don't want to see that no more, all right? God. Like, there it is. See, we already watched too many shows, Anna. We already watched too many shows as it is, okay? But I don't know. That's just how I feel. This is my season 1 impressions, mind you guys. You guys, I see that you guys seen like most of the show at this point. This is my first initial impressions of it, and I like to try to do it within a pocket. So like if I looked at it from just the pocket, just within season 1, I didn't necessarily like just how it reverted back to how things kind of were. We didn't really progress that much ultimately when it comes to their relationship like that. And that's ultimately the problem I had with season 1. Not to say I didn't enjoy it, because I did enjoy the ride that was there with the show, but that was what it was that kind of threw me out of it, is my thing. So that's just how I feel. Is season 2? There it is. All right. It sounds like I need to watch season 2. God dang it. God. It's something we both haven't watched. I'm just saying, Anna, we watching a lot. My old heart can't take the angst and things being dragged. I just can't do it no more. I used to eat these shows up. Look, I watched most of Nesakoi. I had to stop within season 3 because I was like, I can't do this no more. And what was annoying about Nesakoi is that we knew they were gonna get together. We knew who the characters were. They were gonna get together. Stop playing around and just freaking do it. I hate when they have like these these other characters. There's potential there. Ho ho ho. You better watch it. No, sucker. No, that was never gonna happen. That was never gonna happen. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, Anna did say something about this before when it comes to Shuffle. Shuffle did a better job, weirdly enough, at you don't know exactly who Reem was supposed to get with, right? It took a minute for you to really like pick up on that, right? Like I wish they did a little bit more of that. Like something that was just like not so obvious. A lot of these shows are very obvious. Rent a Girlfriend is stupid obvious. Like stop playing around. Y'all both like each other. Just get on with it already, please. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of having these other characters try to come in here like, I'm gonna be the next man. No, you ain't, sucker. You in the background. Go sit down, guys. See, now I'm ranting. This is why I don't watch this stuff. This is why I don't try to watch these shows. You see what it does to me? You see what this does? You see what it's doing to me? God. I was actually watching a dub. The dub is pretty good. I like the dub. Not to mention also the commentator guy's pretty funny too. God. I'm sorry, like it's just show. These things, freaking man. Like when I was, this is why I miss kind of doing reviews, right? If I was reviewing this show and I was doing it week by week, you should watch some of my older videos. Like there's like I think AKB 0048. That's what it is, right? Because there was like drama in that show. When I watch like shows with drama, it gets me hyped up, and I start complaining. Okay, I start doing stuff like this. This is when the reviews start to like get kind of crazy with it, right? That's the thing that I was doing. So I do kind of miss like just kind of like having videos like that. That's why I need to start making videos more. Like in general, I need to start making more videos because I haven't really been doing that. I've been dropping the ball. Honestly, it would help my channel grow if I was doing more video content than like streaming content. Because streaming content, unfortunately, doesn't really push this stuff out in the way it needs to. That's the thing here. And I've been already kind of just come to terms that I like doing seasonal talk. I do, but at the same time, I know I need to start making actual videos because I know they would push it and be better. One Piece videos. See, I used to do One Piece, but my problem is, like, as much knowledge as I do know of One Piece, I'm not an expert, and there's so many other people that do One Piece like better when it comes to the analyzation of the show. That's why I kind of like gave up on reviewing it necessarily, but like that's the so you're telling me you would watch it though. You're telling me you would watch it because I could do something about it and talk about it and stuff like that. There's some things especially with this week's chapter, like it's not just this week, just chapters in general. Like One Piece has been just nothing but good lately, so there's a lot I could actually talk about with the show and just kind of do my thing with it. Because if y'all would watch it, then I'd do it. You know, that is a long running show. That is something I am currently still messing with right now, so I could technically do that. Funny enough, One Piece tends to come out around this time, so I probably could get the episode of review out, or an episode, the manga review out within that same day if I just take the time to do it. Is my thing, which is another reason why I think I'm gonna start pushing seasonal talk to Wednesdays, just in general, because Wednesdays, like Oshino Code comes out on Wednesday. At that point in time, I've watched every other show, so I can actually get seasonal talk to come out on Wednesdays instead of Thursdays. Before, I was having a harder time with it because some shows come out on Thursday even, so I couldn't really do it until that time. Bro, don't even start. See, look, I'm a Law fan, sir. Man, that was some bull crap. See, look, see. See, I want to spoil nothing, all right? But I was gonna say this. I ain't like that. That was some goddamn bullcrap what they did there. Like, come on, man. I mean, I knew that was gonna happen to him. I'm not gonna lie though, because like I didn't think he was like gonna bite the dust, but God. And it was interesting what Beppo did. All right, I also got to give him that too. Like Beppo did his thing. All right, Beppo did his thing. I'll talk about it. You know what? Is there a chapter this week? I'll probably make a video then. I might be a little late on it for the first one, but I'll try. I'll see what happens when it comes to the views and stuff like that. If it works, we can keep this thing going here. Now Beppo came in super clutch when it comes to like what he decided to do and helping out his goddamn captain, because nobody else, like, that's the thing about like Law's crew. I've said this before. I haven't said this like on stream. I said this way back when I first saw Law's crew. Law's crew is trash. Like, he doesn't have anybody else. Like, Beppo is that guy, but who else is there? Like, who else is actually on his crew that can do anything? I think ultimately that's why he took an L. Because, like, what else are they really doing? Yeah, they try to showcase them within the fight a little bit, like, oh, they could go in the water and oh my god, they can. Yeah, whatever. Right? It don't matter when you face against unyielding power. Like, get these suckers out of here. Well, Kid has Killer. I feel like Killer is better than like Beppo. So that's the only reason why I think see, but that's the thing though. Kid himself is actually trash. That's the thing. Kid is actually trash. This is like his man takes nothing but L's. I don't even know why he's even here at this point. Why is he over here in the new world? He ain't ready. He out here getting lucky wins, bro. Like, stop. See, I'm already starting. See, I'm already starting. Needless to say, this is part of the thing I wanted to talk about here when it comes to shows I've been watching. And I just wanted to kind of bring that up when it comes to Kaguya-sama. Maybe we'll watch more of it, and then I'll come back to you guys and tell y'all what I think about it next week then. Since you're telling me to watch season 2, I'm probably just going to go ahead and watch season 2, because, like, why not? Why not? Like, why not? That's a freaking Pokemon, right? All right. One last thing I want to talk about real quick. There is a little, like, topic that I saw that I could talk about real quick. Is Crunchyroll good for anime? Changing subtitles, using money for bad original shows or anime site apps and site always crashing. Because I don't know about you guys. I used to have Crunchyroll. I don't really mess with them anymore ever since they got like super big. Because they kind of lost themselves in the sauce of who they are as a company. I've messed with them for a long time. I've seen their actual upbringing. I've seen them literally be from a bootleg site to a legitimate site. I've been on that site for that long. That was one of the first sites I've been on when it comes to anime. And I used to be on there like heavy and stuff. I used to be an ambassador at one point, even with Crunchyroll. I don't know if that ambassador status is still there, but I was at one point an ambassador for the actual site itself. So it's weird to see where they're at currently right now. And it's like they still have issues even to this day when it comes to you trying to watch some stuff. Their bandwidth is just not strong enough sometimes. When like, especially when like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer were out at the same time, it kept crashing every single time. But that's because, you know, those shows are heavily popular. Heavily popular. Narcos, really? You gonna come in here and say I'm lying? I'm not lying. Welcome in. Hope you like it, but I understand it's not for everybody. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes it's not for everyone. That's one of those things here. I want to see and enjoy the show. And it's not like I don't enjoy the show. I just don't like when we're dragging out relationships. That's like my main gripe when it comes to any relationship show nowadays. It's like they always have to try to put multiple seasons into it when the plot doesn't demand it to be so. That's the main thing here. The show, you could tell it's getting dragged. And that's the problem with it. Not your relationship, okay? The F Crunchyroll, god dang, Andy. I remember when I couldn't handle episode 1 of Chainsaw Man? I'm surprised by that. What the heck? It'd be with One Punch Man. Oh, really now? Okay, Narcos. But no, I just wanted to talk about this because they do change subtitles from time to time, so it's not like the original of what you're really getting. Because they're trying to, I don't even know what they're trying to do. Because sometimes it'd be like not even like consistent with what they're trying to say. It's really odd on what they decide to do. And then when it comes to the original shows that they also do as well, they're not that good. And you know why? It's because it's the way they're adapting it. A lot of the webtoons, maybe they're not good in anime form, possibly. But I do believe it's also their fault for how they're adapting it. They're just going too fast. A lot of the times when they try to adapt these shows, they're just going too fast. That's why I don't understand what's really going on when it comes to their original series. That's why I'm concerned about Solo Leveling. I'm hoping it's gonna be good, but I don't think it will be because like their track record showcases that they don't know what they're doing at the end of the day. So I don't know. Like that's why I have to ask the question though: is Crunchyroll good for anime? Is it good? The only thing I can say that is not a bad thing to have is like have an actual legal outlet. Because, like, if, God forbid, something happens to the internet, at least you can still watch anime, still even read manga, mind you. No one talks about the manga section part of it. They're partnered with Kondasha, so anything that Kondasha has, they usually have it over there with Crunchyroll. At least, again, I haven't been on there for a while, so maybe that's not the case anymore. But they had Attack on Titan at one point, and they had other works from Kondasha, you know, that publisher. So I still think they're ultimately a good thing to have and a good force to have, but it's also scary when, you know, this is starting to become more of a monopoly day in and day out, and I'm hoping that it doesn't become that. That's why I appreciate High Dive is still a thing, because we need other streaming services to have other animes so that at least it's not a full monopoly. But at the same time, having a monopoly has one place. You have one place to go, but they can set their own like standard of money and what they want to do. So it's like it's a weird double-edged sword that can happen with a lot of this. And I want to have one subscription and it not be expensive, but at the same time, I understand not having everything on one site because it'd be bad otherwise. Remember watching anime on YouTube? Those were the days. Yeah, they were the days. They were the days. That's how I watched Law Ueki. I watched all Law Ueki. I watched Big Wind Up all on YouTube. I watched all Yu Hakusho when I went back to it all on YouTube. It was a good time. Watch them in parts and struggling, trying to find the other parts. Good times. Good times. I'm not even gonna say what else I did, but you know, you gotta find your ways. Again, Crunchyroll used to be a bootleg site, guys. It wasn't always like this. It was just like Just Anime, and like these are sites, by the way. They're not here no more. Like Just Anime was like a dubbing site, or Just Dubs was a site back in the day that you can watch anime on. But like again, Crunchyroll is just like the rest of them until it got legalized. Kind of similar to a certain hentai site, but I'm not gonna go any further than that. I watch all DBZ movies on YouTube. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they have their place in the anime community, but they need to improve some things. 100%. There's always room for improvement, and they don't need to become stagnant. And that's the other problem with the monopoly. If there's a monopoly there, there's no reason to actually get better. You know why I know this? Look at Madden. Let's go to a video game real quick. Look at Madden real quick. Madden does not innovate because there's no reason to innovate. They're the only competition. They're the only game that can have the license to football. The only one. So there is no other competition that you either get that or nothing. So I don't want that to happen. Hey, yo, want to share? Wait. What y'all talking about? What you talking about? What we sharing? Look at Disney. That's actually another great example. Disney, as we continue going, they're monopolizing their media. That they're pretty much got all of Marvel. They got all of Marvel at this point. The way things are going, because they were able to scoop up Fox, which is crazy, right? So it's just like, as we continue to move forward, as you see right now within this like last like section when it comes to phase 4, phase 5, whatever the case is, it's not even that good. They don't have to try that hard for people to still watch their stuff. And that's what's kind of sad about it. Yeah, exactly. That's though. No competition leads to bad content. Exactly. Like if DC can just get their stuff together, they can be competition, but they suck at making live actions. They do an amazing job with actually doing animated movies. I don't know what it is. They know what they're doing with that. So why can't they just use the same plot and just use that and put it over there? Put it in live action. You know what to do. Just do it. Like I don't understand. To save, that's not even saving money. That's the thing. They're not even saving money. They're losing money doing this. Like, I hope Guardians 3 is good as well. I do like the Guardian Galaxy like movies so far. They've been good thus far. So I'm just hoping it stays consistent. But we'll see what happens. Can't wait for the new Michael Keaton Batman movie. Oh wait, I mean the Flash movie. I mean, see, the thing is, I don't know if I want to even watch that. Because again, they have a problematic actor in there, and so it's interesting that they're still letting this movie go, like, get out there. Because, like, I mean, is he gonna not get royalties? Like, is he not gonna still go to like interviews? Like, it's a weird situation that they're in while doing this. Because I understand they did all the filming for him, so it's like you can't really replace him unless you do AI generated like different voice, different like character or something. But it's like I don't know what you're supposed to do there. It's really odd. That's kind of the problem. Like right now, it's just like killing me. It hurts me that what's his name? The dude in Creed 3. He ended up getting canceled because of all the stuff he got going on. Because I really liked his acting. You know, that dude was a great actor, but now he ain't gonna be around. But see, Marvel said no, go away. Like DC said, you know what? Nah, we're gonna still release it. We're just gonna do what we're gonna do here. Money, man. Yeah, Jonathan Mayer. Yeah. It hurts. I was really starting to like him as an actor too. But I mean, look, people be doing stupid stuff. Stop doing stupid stuff because you get stupid results. Okay, like come on. That is the ultimate goal, the ultimate thing here at the end of the day when it comes to learning from your mistakes. Okay, God. You see that? He's gonna watch on you. You gonna watch a clip on YouTube. Hey, look, I'm gonna do the same thing. Look, man. I don't know if I can support that. That's my main thing here. And at the end of the day, I just don't want a monopoly to happen for all this stuff. Anime needs to not be in a monopoly phase because it makes it really difficult to try to like actually support it in a way that is good and healthy for us in general. So that's how I feel. And that concludes Seasonal Talk here today. Please, if you guys can, if you haven't already, y'all like this real quick. It'll help with the goddamn algorithm ability, try to push this stuff out, or trying to get more people to actually come in here to watch this, to join in on the conversation. I want to see more people up in here. It's nice to have some people that jumped in real quick, like Narcos and stuff like that. Even though he out here saying I'm lying, but you know what I mean. I want to be able to actually have this be a thing. You know what I mean? To be a successful thing at all things. Yes, Andy, competition is definitely healthy, and thank you for actually even being here in the first place. Guess I'll save the AI writers for Hollywood for another discussion. Yes, that'll be something we'll talk about next week, actually, because I'm starting to see some stuff. There's some stuff we need to talk about when it comes to that. But, all right, let me get the heck out of here. I got to go make some food. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I will be back Monday to do more streaming on the Twitch channel. We should be back for Chainsaw Man Tuesdays on the YouTube channel, and we'll have, of course, more streams going in between all this. We'll be back over here on Thursday. No, probably Wednesday. Actually, we'll probably be back here Wednesday on the YouTube channel to do Seasonal Talk. So we'll have this stuff going on here. And you might see a One Piece video. We'll see what happens, though. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Until then, people, I will see you guys in the next one. Breakout, though.